It's Lunar Light Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. I am so glad to have you here with me again today. So for today's reading, we're going to be doing another pick a card reading. This one is it over or not? So I've already prayed and shuffled over the cards here. So I'm just gonna give you a minute to choose between these three crystals. We have amethyst, rose quartz, and this is clear quartz. All right, so I'm going to give you some time to choose and then we'll get started. All right, let's get started. All right, amethyst, this is your reading. Is it over between the two of you or not? Is it over for amethyst or not? Very interesting. We have the Tower in reverse. Two more. Okay, here they are. All right, guys, I'm actually going to take the cards reverse today. I'm just feeling it. This is really interesting energy. Also, guys, if you hear a train or cars outside, I live on a really busy road, so you're going to hear those periodically. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have the Tower in reverse here. What this tells me that there could have been some kind of ending or a breakup between the two of you that happened in the past. The Tower is also the crashing down of mindsets, values, situations, dynamics, beliefs, and they're basically situations that were already crumbling and that the universe stepped in and took them down for us. That way we can build a healthy foundation up from scratch. So there could have been this breakup in that kind of way that made you feel that, well, maybe things are better now, but you could be missing that foundation. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So what this tells me, I'm really getting that, you're single. I feel that makes sense for you watching this video if you're single. And that you could be disliking it. You could be wanting something more from it. It's like you're doing well and you have this abundance. Like you're in the Nine of Pentacles energy, but there's this longing for more, possibly. I'm getting the image of a woman like sighing and looking out the window. So it's kind of like a little bit of, envy. I wish I had what this other person had. I wish I had what other people had. Not really being grateful for what's right in front of you. And then the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like this is what you're longing for. You're wishing for that relationship. You're wishing to be that, really solid person for someone else. I'm getting that, you possibly have supported yourself for a while, especially with this Nine of Pentacles. This is someone who is stable and abundant by themselves. But the Queen of Pentacles often has, a king there in juxtaposition. So what this is telling me is that you could possibly be wanting this role, really wanting to take on this role, but you're not sure if it's coming for you at this point. All right, so let's get some clarifiers in these energies. The Tower in reverse. The Tower in reverse. One clarifier. The Tower in reverse. Oops. Okay, I'm going to take the Eight of Wands, actually. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. All right, they want to give me two. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. One, please. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. One, please. I'm not one shot. Oh, here it is. All right, we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so starting off with the Tower in reverse, what came out was the Eight of Wands. So what's interesting to me is I'm getting two messages. What this is telling me is that this Tower in the past possibly came down because there was some harsh communication between the two of you, or possibly there's a lot of actions taken at once, or a lot of things said all at once, and then you couldn't take those things back, if that makes sense, and that caused the Tower to crumble. The second message I'm also getting with this is that now, after the dust has settled, after you've kind of taken care of everything that has fallen from this Tower moment, now you're really wanting some form of communication to come from this person. Now you're really hoping that some swift action can be had between you and this person. And with the Nine of Pentacles reversed here, we have the Ace of Wands and the Two of Swords in reverse. So this, to me, is you deciding that you want to have some kind of new start, possibly a new partnership, just a new start in life. This doesn't have to be a literal partnership. This could be you being bored with what is in front of you already, so you're wanting to do something different. You're wanting to do something new. You've decided, which is what this Two of Swords in reverse means, that you're done going back and forth on things. You're done not seeing the other possibilities that are there for you. You have decided that you want to move in this new direction. You want this fulfillment of energy. I'm getting also just a passionate new start for you. And then the Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the Knight of Wands. So this is the culmination of the energy that we were waiting for. You know, usually readings like this, they give you a much more straightforward answer. We have to get a lot of background, at least in this reading, to get to this answer. But I feel like with this Knight of Wands here in reverse, this is this communication that you've been really hoping for and been waiting for around the topic of having a relationship, around the topic of being someone, a stable figure in someone else's life, with this Nine of Wands here. So with all the wands we have in this reading, and also a bit of pentacles, I am feeling like there is going to be some kind of resurgence in the relationship that you're wanting to know about now, especially with this bottom row being Eight of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. You know, blatantly not counting this Two of Swords here. That just talks about you making a decision. But all of this new, fresh, passionate energy coming in, the energy of someone talking and making an offer and having a new beginning, I think it's pretty evident that there will be some kind of movement and conversation between you and this person. It really does take you continuing to move along your path and to, you know, harness that energy of that new beginning, and also continue to stay grateful for the things that you have right in front of you. And again, so much easier said than done. I'm even struggling with this myself, being grateful for the things that are right in front of you instead of wanting more. And this is the last thing I'm going to say on this, but very recently for myself, I was actually making a mood board, or like a dream board of the things that I wanted, and then realized a lot of the things that I wanted on my mood board were things that I already had. And so it's, in that way, it's really important for us to take stock of those things and really be grateful, because that happens to a lot of other people. At least what I heard is that, you know, you'll wish for things and you actually already have them. So continuing to stay grateful is really going to attract this to you a lot quicker. But yeah, I'm definitely seeing a resurgence in this relationship coming up. Really interesting. And it's Wands energy, so there's a lot of passion behind it. It could be coming in relatively quickly. All right, Amethyst, that was your reading. I really hope you enjoyed those messages. And now we're going to go ahead and move on to Rose Quartz. All right, if you chose Rose Quartz, this is your reading. All right, we have two. One more. Oh, okay, I'm going to take this one that fell right under. That one like touched my arm, so that's why I'm taking it. If you guys are curious or anything. Oopsie. Alrighty, so initially we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Yeah, what I'm getting initially is that there's definitely some sadness just kind of surrounding this relationship. To me, it has to do with possibly the way things have ended, or maybe just a recent disappointment, because we're kind of surrounded by sadder cards. The Queen of Cups doesn't necessarily have to be sad, but when she's in reverse, this can talk about being overly emotional, being stuck in your emotions, like kind of stuck in water. I'm getting an image of someone who's just like on a beach and they're like coughing from having like water in their lungs, and they just got off of the shore, of the water, I mean. So this could be you kind of coming out of a stage of feeling really overwhelmed by your emotions, trying to, come off that shore. It's really funny because this Queen of Cups is actually right on the edge of the water here. So when we're talking about, coming out of the water into the shore, it's like this person has just done that, and now she's just sitting and taking a breath and finally getting her bearings back again. To me, this is speaking of someone who maybe had a lot of emotional stock in this relationship, and when something disappointing happened or things didn't go according to plan, it was really, I'm getting the word devastating, just very possibly heartbreaking. It's very sad for this person, and really wanting, I think someone else, your desired person, is wanting to send you this message because they know what kind of energy you're in, for one, and they know too that they could have hurt you or caused you this pain that we're talking about. And with the Five of Cups, I feel like this is an energy affecting the both of you. This is that disappointment and that sorrow that I was really talking about earlier. The Five of Cups is about, crying over spilt milk. It's this man who has knocked over these 3 cups. It is not seen that he still has 2 cups left over, but he's focusing on the disappointing event or the thing that's causing him sorrow. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers for these energies. Here we go. Knight of Swords. Five of Cups. Really interesting. Okay. So first, with the Queen of Cups reversed, came out the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So what this tells me off the bat is that this sadness or this overwhelm of emotions coming from the fact that you might have been waiting for a long time for this to come to fruition, to what seems to no avail, Like maybe things have been happening, you've been hoping things would happen for a while and just waiting and waiting and waiting, and nothing has really panned out for what you'd hoped in the relationship. It's kind of like you've been left waiting and left deciding on whether or not you wanted to give this effort for so long that you're like, well, I'm not really doing anything with this. And even though I want to be in a different place, I've been in this place of reviewing and deciding for so long that there's nothing for me to decide about anymore, is kind of what it seems. Or maybe what you have been feeling. Sorry guys, excuse if you hear any cars or trains outside. I do live on a really busy road. Okay, so moving on to the Knight of Swords, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. So what this tells me, this other person could be wanting to charge in now because they're really wanting to knock down the things in their life that have been holding them back, in a sense. I got the image of like whack-a-mole, and it could be that this person is just getting more on top of their priorities. The Seven of Wands upright is a card of being defensive, defending yourself, defending what you've made for yourself. This is also prioritizing things. And usually when it's in reverse, I get the feeling that someone can't prioritize, but I'm actually getting in this instance that this person has knocked down enough things for them to be able to want to try and come towards you. Or it's one of the things they want to kind of knock out of the way, if that makes sense. Especially with this Knight of Swords being here, this is more like swift action, and I'm getting this person is doing a lot at this time and to get stuff off of their plate. Not necessarily that they have a lot going on anymore, but it's because they've ended things and they're continuing to end things and get things off of their plate so that they can be able to come towards you, because this is one of the things that has been basically bogging them down, or they think about this and think about how they might have hurt you and what they would want to say to you. All right, and with the Five of Cups, we have the Princess of Swords in reverse. This is really interesting. The first message that's coming through might not apply to all of you. I'm really getting like social media stalking, and maybe you or this person had stopped doing that, or maybe you were doing that for a while and you finally stopped doing that and you're missing it, but you're knowing that it's good for you also. That's a really specific message. It's not going to apply to all of you, but I am getting that for some of you. For others of you, this could literally be this person is missing seeing you. Yeah, definitely. I take the Princess of Swords or the Page of Swords as kind of like my watcher card, my online social media stalking, possibly even this could be lies or just like watching someone from afar. So what I'm getting with this Five of Cups to me is that this person misses talking to you and also like looking at you and being around you. They're kind of on the outskirts. The Page of Swords is someone who's also on the outskirts. Yeah, I'm getting that they really just miss kind of being close to you, and they know that they've messed up here with those 3 cups being knocked over. With the 2 there, they're hoping that maybe they could get close to you again. So is this over between you and your person? What I'm really getting is not really, no. I'm saying this person really wants to come in and talk to you. We're getting some action cards, but we're also getting someone who is sad and watching from afar. And we're also getting in this reading that you might be in a place of emotional overwhelm or just coming out of that place. So in terms of a timeline, I wouldn't say that this would happen very soon, because there seems to be some priorities that each party needs to take care of. But it does seem to be a priority for this person to be able to have this conversation with you when the time is right. So is this over? No. Is this on a pause? I would say, yeah, I would say this is on a pause for right now. But I wouldn't say that it's over yet. Alrighty, Rose Quartz, I really hope you enjoyed that reading and those messages. All right, and we're moving on to clear quartz now. All right, clear quartz, is it over or not? All right, we have the Page of Pentacles. 2 more. All right, here we go. I don't know if you can hear that, but there are a ton of birds chirping outside. That could be a sign for someone in particular. Okay. right, so what came out was the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Tower in reverse. This is really interesting to me. Of all the readings, it seems the most straightforward right now, but we'll see when we get into the clarifiers a bit later. So what we have here first is the Page of Pentacles. So what this tells me, this person could be definitely thinking about offering you something more stable in the future. Although I do have to rebut that with saying that this is the energy of a page. So this person is often kind of naive. Maybe this person has other things all figured out, but in terms of stability, possibly money, or even commitment, this person could be someone who is a little bit rougher on the edges, is a little bit unrehearsed, if that makes any sense. They're just a novice. They're new when it comes to those type of things. And other things they may have more experience in. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is the energy of hard work, working hard towards a goal, working diligently. So it could be that this person or you are working really hard when it comes to the office, making money. This could also be school, going back to school, learning a new skill. What I got immediately is that this person could be working on themselves or the relationship between you, or working on themselves to help benefit the dynamic between the two of you. Any of those. And then we also have the Tower in reverse here. This is really interesting. This actually came out in the first reading. And what I'm getting overall is that this person could be working on themselves to be able to give you a more stable offer after you possibly had a break or a separation or a tower moment in the past. All right, so let's get some clarifiers. Page of Pentacles. Here we go. Eight. Okay. Wow, 2 8s here. Tower in reverse. Here we go. Knight of Cups. Yes, this was definitely a more straightforward one. Okay, so with the Page of Pentacles came out the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So now I'm really feeling like this is about commitment. If this person possibly didn't want commitment in the past, or where they were afraid of commitment, they're definitely working on this now. With the Two of Pentacles in reverse, they've come out of indecisiveness, or they're now coming out of indecisiveness about stability, basically, because these are both pentacles as well. So this person could be starting a new journey when it comes to being a more stable person, being someone who you can rely on, being someone who you can trust with a more long-term relationship. And so this is about being sure, being decisive, and starting that new journey with confidence. So it's a strong page, you know? Okay, then we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups in reverse. So what this is telling me, that this person is working hard again on themselves to be able to return into your life. This is basically what I was saying before, because Eight of Cups in reverse is about return. Upright, it's about leaving and finding what really makes you happy. And in reverse, this is coming back because you know that this person or this thing makes you happy. Then we have 2 8s. This is also an infinity symbol. 8 turned on its side is an infinity symbol. So this could be talking about some kind of spiritual connection between you two as well, for the 2 8s. Then we have the Tower and the Knight of Cups. So what the Knight of Cups along with the Tower is telling me is that maybe this person wasn't one to offer enough in the past, offer enough emotion. This could be the reason why the Tower has fallen. And now they're wanting to come back and rebuild this foundation with you by offering you something new. So is this over? I'm really getting that no, this person really is working on themselves actively to be able to come towards you. And that offer might be a little bit of time in the future because they definitely want to spend their time working on themselves and making sure that they're the type of person who can sustain a long-term relationship when they choose to enter into it. basically saving you, you know, a lot of heartache and trouble. So is this relationship over? I'm really getting no. I'm definitely saying this person will try and offer to you in the future. And right now they're just working on themselves to be able to offer you something that is stable. Okay, clear quartz, that is your reading. I really hope you like those messages. All right, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed those readings and all the messages that came through today. They were really interesting. I am available for personal readings. All the instructions for that will be down below in the description. So if you'd like one or if you're feeling guided towards one, please look there in terms of getting in contact with me. And if there's anything else you'd like to see from the channel, I'd love to hear ideas down below. Please comment, like, subscribe. I'd be so happy. I'd be so happy if you guys could do that. It makes me really happy. And until the next time, I will see you in the future. Bye.